Okay, this is Daniel Chu, aka Chewbacca. I am back with day 14 out of 30. I'm almost halfway done with my November rejection challenges. For those wondering, you can learn more about what this is, why the hell I'm doing it, in the link to my blog in the description below. But today I have a challenge. I'm kind of tackling all the easier challenges on the list. But today's challenge is to go to like a convenience store or a supermarket and ask to talk over the intercom system. So right now I'm actually standing outside this place called Gelson's. It's sort of like the bougie neighborhood market in La Jolla. This is actually not normally where I shop, to be totally honest. I normally go to the Vons on the other side of town, but I am going to go in there in a few seconds and ask them if I can talk on their intercom system. And just to catalog a little more about like what's going on in my head as I do this, this is like a 4 out of 10. I've actually done quite a few challenges like this already, so I'm sort of, I think, more or less desensitized to what this involves. But it's a 4 out of 10 because I'm talking to basically like people in service roles who are effectively paid a wage to like work here and deal with customers, and I am technically a customer, right? So even if I ask for like really strange things, so long as I'm not asking for anything like dangerous or violent, which I'm not, there is like no reason why they like can't, or basically they have to be polite to me, right? They have to be nice to me in some way. So the worst thing they can do is say no. If they do, like, not a big deal. They're probably gonna ask me like why and like what I'm gonna say if they actually let me talk on the intercom. And I actually have given this some thought, which is sort of cheating, but you know, I think I'd probably just like publicly acknowledge everyone's hard work in the store, or something like that, or just wish everyone a nice day, or something like that. Yeah, I think one other thing I wanna say in today's video, just because I've been noticing that like when I do some of these challenges, like the actual challenge video is sometimes like a little short because I like freak out, or like I just don't think of doing something while I'm actually in the middle of it. I'm gonna like try to specifically choose something to work on today. So you know, like yesterday I went to taco stand and I asked if I could basically call out orders for them, and that interaction was really short. It was like a 2-minute interaction. And they basically just said like no, and I just kind of took it. Today I'm gonna like really try to dig in and like understand why they're saying no. And I'm sort of expecting that like I'll end up probably talking to like a manager at the store or something. But I ask why, and I'm gonna really try very hard to like understand the why, like assuage the concerns, and like potentially provide like alternatives. And we'll see if doing that gets me any closer to a yes. But ultimately, if I walk away with a no, that sort of serves my purpose, and that's okay too. So wish me luck.
Service deli, please. Service deli. Okay, let's use that one. Just give this to the cashier. Take care of it for you.
I'm going to shop. Do you come now or
No,
shop?
you shop.
Okay, cool. Fine.
All right. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
I have kind of a weird request today, but I'm wondering if I could actually just take a couple seconds and speak over your intercom system.
No,
No. May I ask why not?
because it's ours.
It's,
Proprietary, and the answer is no.
okay. I mean, I just have nice things to say about the store and the
I
people who work
appreciate
here,
that.
but
I appreciate it, but no thank you.
no? Okay. Is there anything I can do to change your mind whatsoever? No? Nothing at all? Are you worried I'm going to say something like malicious or straight? I guess.
I have no idea what you're going to say, but the answer is no.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
appreciate
if I like wrote it out, literally wrote it from a piece of paper? No?
You get permission from our marketing department, and I'll say yes.
Okay. Where do I talk to them?
Okay, I'll give you the phone number.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fair
There
enough.
you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, have a nice day.
You too.
Okay, well, I just got out of Gelson's, and that was a pretty solid no. Just watched the video, and a couple things I noticed. I think based on my goals for today, I actually did pretty well. I like went a couple levels deeper. I didn't just freeze up when he said no and said okay. Walked away. He seemed like semi-judgmental about it. He seemed very like, you know, stern, just like there's nothing you could do possibly to like change my mind. But I persisted. I asked a couple questions. I think at one point I even asked him like if there's anything I could do. And hilariously, he ended up giving me the number for their marketing department, which I have in my pocket. Maybe I'll call them later and just get another rejection. I don't know. But you know, I noticed that I spoke kind of quickly in that challenge. I think part of that is nervousness. So one of the things I definitely want to work on in future videos is see if I can slow that down, come across a little more naturally and just like less maybe visibly nervous, or present myself in more of a just like put together way. I think that if I were really going for a yes here, there's like probably a different way that I could have started that conversation as well. One of my friends actually mentioned this, but it's I think possible to start with charm as opposed to with like, hey, this is sort of a strange request. I think like they sort of serve kind of the same purpose in the sense that like if you're very confident, then it seems like you're asking for something and you're expecting to get it, then the person receiving the request is like less willing to accept that maybe it's not a weird request. But I think if you also just acknowledge that it's a weird request, that tends to help as well. But I think establishing more of a rapport in the beginning might have actually resulted in more of a conversation here as opposed to what really felt like talking to a stone wall, honestly. But you know, overall, I think it was an interesting challenge. It was shorter, but I definitely learned a little bit more about this sort of like challenge area, despite having done 4 or 5 of these types of challenges so far. And I think my big takeaway really is that you know, like it doesn't hurt to continue asking questions, right? Like I don't think the rejection got any worse by my like asking for more details here. It was pretty like blunt, but I think that like kind of standing in the face of that and just like continuing to be persistent, while it didn't result in a yes, was still valuable. Thanks for watching.